Hi yogis, welcome to this 30-minute total body stretch with me, Haley. We're going to start today's practice with some pranayama, the breath of life. Begin by placing one hand over your heart and one over your belly. Close your eyes and we'll take an equal 4 parts breath by inhaling for a count of 4, feeling your rib cage and belly expand completely. Hold at the top for 4. And then exhale for 4, letting your abdomen draw in, emptying all the air out of your belly. So you should feel the hand that's over your belly moving away from your body as you breathe in and moving towards your body as you breathe out. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Do that a few more times on your own here, using our breath to anchor us into the present moment and to find peace. Just one more time here. Once you get to the bottom of this breath, you can flutter your eyes open. And we'll take some big shoulder rolls, bringing your shoulders up and towards your ears, and drawing them back and down. One more time. And then we'll roll out the neck, so roll one way, really bringing each ear to shoulder, chin to chest, to each direction. Nice and slow rolls, waking up all of the joints in our body right now. And we'll stretch the neck one way. Place one hand beside you and the other grabs the opposite ear and pulls your head gently towards that shoulder. Breathe into the stretch here, and then we'll swap it out. The other hand drops to the floor, and then reach for that ear, pull ear to shoulder. This next one, go ahead and interlace your fingers behind your head and gently push down so that your chin tucks into your chest, not putting too much pressure on this posture, but feeling that stretch along the back side of our neck this time. And we'll come back to neutral and take some pelvic rolls here, moving your rib cage in big circles. We'll do 2 each direction. Move nice and slowly here, moving through that flexion and extension of the spine. Once you've taken your 2 each direction, we'll inhale, sweep the arms high, and then exhale, side body stretch towards the left. Bringing that right arm overhead, and then taking some wrist rolls in both directions. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, take it the other side. Taking the wrist rolls again on this arm. And then inhale, rise up and straight over to the other side. We'll just keep flowing back and forth between the two sides, creating a wave-like motion with our arms and our body, getting more and more fluid with each breath until we become one with the ocean. On the next inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, twist, bringing one hand to the outside of the opposite knee. Inhale, straight and long spine. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, rise back up to center. And then we'll go ahead and extend that right leg out long at a 45-degree angle from your body. Inhale, we'll bring the arms up. Rotate your body to face your leg, and then hinge from the hips and fold over that right leg. You could take a slight bend in your right knee if that helps release some pressure from your low back. Keep breathing here. Getting deeper and deeper with each inhale, releasing a little bit more with each exhale. In your next inhale, rise all the way up, and then we'll swap it out, sending that left leg long this time. Inhale, rise up, rotate over that leg, and then fold from the hips. Again, taking a gentle bend in your left knee if you need to do so. Keeping a long spine here as you fold over that leg. On your next inhale, we'll rise back up. And then take both legs out at a 45-degree angle. We'll inhale here, exhale, fold over your legs, straight down the center. You can reach your hands for your feet, or you can extend your arms straight out in front of you and crawl the fingers forward on each inhale and release into the posture a little bit more on each exhale. Again, taking a slight bend in both of your knees if you need to do so. Just breathing here, working to really deepen the stretch. And begin to crawl your fingertips all the way up towards your body until you're in a seated position. And we'll find a cross-legged seat. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Flutter your eyes closed. And draw your attention inward here. Feeling the breath move throughout your body. Bring energy to every cell, igniting that life force within you. You feel at ease here. At the same time, you feel more alive than ever. On your next breath, begin to open your eyes to the room around you, and then slowly transition onto your belly into a prone position. Bringing your hands to the top of your rib cage. Inhale, push into a baby cobra, keeping the elbows bent greatly. Exhale, release back down to the mat. One more time. Inhale, baby cobra, getting a little bit higher. Exhale, back down. And bringing your hands a little bit lower, closer to your hips. Inhale, see if you can rise up even higher. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, rise up. Then exhale, push it back into child's pose. Bringing the toes to touch and the knees as wide as the mat. Curl those fingertips towards the front of your mat to really lengthen your spine in this pose. And just breathe. Release any tension that's been built up inside you. Let it flow out through your nose, through your exhale, and dissipate. A few more breaths here. And then on your next inhale, rise all the way up, moving through tabletop, and then pushing into a down dog on your next exhale. Begin to walk your dog by pedaling into one knee and then the other. And we'll find a static down dog here. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step it to the outside of your right hand. Drop the back knee. And then come onto your forearms, or you could stay lifted on your palms. We'll transition into our lizard's pose here. Letting that right knee drop away towards the outsides of our mats. We can even roll onto that knife edge of the right foot if we'd like, to dive deeper into that hip flexor. Wherever you are, just find a gentle release in the pose. Letting your neck and head hang heavy. And just letting your breath move through your body. On your next inhale, rise up, and then heel toe that right foot in between both hands and sink low into your half splits posture. Working to straighten that right leg, but it's okay to have a gentle bend in that knee as you fold over that leg. Sinking the hips back towards our heel. And your next inhale, push forward into a low lunge. And then exhale, step it back into downward facing dog. Do the same thing on the left leg. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee steps outside of the left hand. Drop the back knee and find your lizard's pose variation on this side. Finding a release in the pose as you go deeper into the stretch. On your next inhale, rise up to your palms and then heel toe that left foot in between your hands. Exhale, sink it back, half splits. Hinging from the hips over that front leg. Remember that it is okay to keep a bend in that straightened leg. On your next inhale, refine that bend in the front knee, and then exhale, step it back to downward facing dog. Holding for a breath here. And then we'll take downward dog again on the right leg. Exhale, step it through in between both hands this time. We'll drop that back knee and inhale, sweep the arms high. Anjaneyasana. Squaring the hips towards the front of the mat. Feeling the hip flexor stretch here. And then we're going to reach around for that back foot. See if you can draw your back heel into your glute and find a quad stretch here. You can use both hands to do this. With each breath, trying to draw that heel a little bit closer till it's touching your glute. If this is not accessible for you, just stay in Anjaneyasana with your arms raised. We'll release the quad stretch. Inhale the arms high one more time. Exhale, plant the hands and step it back to downward facing dog. We'll switch it out now. Sending the left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Drop the back knee. And then inhale, sweep it up, Anjaneyasana. Making sure those hips are square to the front of the mat. Glutes are engaged as we push our hips forward for the hip flexor stretch. Remembering to track your left knee directly over the left ankle and no further. If you'd like, you can go ahead and find the quad stretch on this side, reaching both hands back for that foot. Drawing that heel into your glute as you keep the front leg exactly the same. If you took the quad stretch, you can go ahead and release it now. Inhale, sweep the arms high one more time. Exhale, plant the hands and step it back to downward facing dog. Holding for one breath here. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet towards your hands. Forward fold. You can find ragdoll here, reaching for opposite elbows and gently swaying from side to side as our whole upper body just hangs long, the neck and the head hanging heavy, releasing tension here as we rock from side to side. Then we could release the hands to the mat and begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time with the head coming up last. We'll find mountain pose with our feet hip-width distance apart, rooting through our feet, through all four corners, squeezing the glutes and the quads. Palms are open by our sides, eyes are closed. And inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, cactus the arms, take a gentle back bend. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find a flat spine. Exhale, fold. Step it back to plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we'll inhale that right leg high once more. Exhale, step it through in between both hands. Spin that back heel down so that it's parallel with the back edge of the mat. And then we'll find a grounded side angle here. Finding those warrior two legs with our arms at 6 and 12. Keeping little to no weight in the bottom hand. We'll extend the front leg so that it's straight right into a Trikonasana or triangle pose. You can bring that gaze up towards the ceiling. And exhale, draw that top arm to the mat as we crawl it around to the side for a wide-legged forward fold. Toes are pointed in, heels are slightly pointed outwards. Go ahead and let your hands crawl in between your legs. Bring your torso even closer to your thighs, head even closer to the mat. We'll inhale, rise up halfway, and then exhale, take Skandasana or low side lunge to the back of your mat. You could go ahead and reach around your backside for a bind here, wrapping one arm around that leg, one behind your low back. Gaze can come up towards the ceiling. Release that bind if you took it, and then crawl yourself around to a low lunge in the front of your mat. Exhale, step back to plank, and push it back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step it between your hands. Spinning that back heel down, finding those warrior two legs, and then opening up for a grounded side angle on the opposite side. Inhale here, then exhale, straighten through the front leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Keeping the back foot the same, we'll just pivot that front heel to face the opposite side this time, coming into our wide-legged forward fold again. You could choose to take a different variation with your arms, maybe reaching for the outsides of both feet, or taking a bind behind your back if you'd like to open up your chest. Whatever serves you in this moment. Then inhale, we'll find a flat spine. Exhale, take it Skandasana to the back of the mat. Maybe taking that bind if you did so on the other side. It's okay if the side looks a little bit different. Our bodies are not perfectly equal. Release that bind if you took it, and then crawl your way into low lunge at the top of your mat. Step back through plank and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, and then exhale, step through to a seated position. We'll find butterfly pose by drawing the soles of your feet to touch, and letting your knees drop away towards your mat. Inhale to lengthen your spine, and then on your exhale, hinge forward, using your elbows to draw your knees even closer towards your mat. You can let the neck and head hang heavy here as you release into this posture. And your next breath, rise all the way up. And then we'll take it one vertebrae at a time as we slowly lower into a supine position, laying on our backs. Draw your knees into chest, and then begin to just rock gently from one side to the other, massaging out our low backs here. You could take circles going one way and then the other. Really working to release any built up tension in our low backs right now. And then go ahead and find figure 4 with whichever leg you want to do first. Wrapping your hands around your thigh and letting the knee of the leg that's crossed over drop away from your body. You can use your elbow to help drive that knee away. And close your eyes and just release into this posture here. We'll take a few more breaths here. And then when you feel ready, you can go ahead and hug your knees into chest and then swap it out. The opposite leg crosses over the opposite thigh. Again, using that elbow to draw your knee away from your body. Closing your eyes and finding ease in this stretch. We'll take one more breath here. And then go ahead, hug your knees into chest one more time. And then extend them both long as you roll over to your left side. We'll reach back for that right leg and find a quad stretch. Keeping both knees and thighs touching as you again work to draw your heel into your glute. You can use that left arm and bicep as a pillow as you close your eyes and relax into this posture. Go ahead and roll over to the other side and we'll switch it out, reaching for that left foot and drawing the heel into the glute. Again, using your right bicep as a pillow as you relax and find ease in this quad stretch. And go ahead and release that quad stretch now. And then come onto our backs. Draw the left knee into your rib cage. And then on the exhale, draw it over for supine twist. Making sure to keep both shoulder blades firmly on the mat as we breathe into this gentle twist. On your next breath, hug that knee back into chest and then swap it out, hugging the opposite knee into your rib cage, and then exhale, draw it across your body for supine twist. It's more important to keep both shoulder blades touching the mat than it is to get that knee towards the floor. It's okay, wherever that knee hovers, just let it be, as long as you have both shoulders planted firmly on the mat. Take one more breath here. And then you can come back to neutral when you're ready, hugging that knee in. And then finding a happy baby pose. You can reach for the outside of your shins or the outside of your feet. And just rocking side to side, again massaging that low back. Drawing the knees towards the mat. And then inhale, draw everything into one tiny ball, knee to nose, and then exhale, let it all go. As you expand your body for a final Shavasana, letting our arms and legs fall away from the body at 45-degree angles, and surrendering to our mats here. Using our breath to let go of everything that does not serve us in this moment. Using the breath to wash away any thoughts that creep into our heads. And sending the breath to any areas of our body that feel any little bit of tension. So we use the breath to wash away and cleanse our soul, our spirit, our physical bodies. We feel relaxed and at ease here. And we'll begin to move into a full body stretch, arms overhead, toes long. And then exhale, roll over onto your right side, using your bicep as a pillow for fetal pose. We choose our right side here to keep our heart open. After one more breath, you can begin to slowly make your way up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, draw hands to heart center. I thank you for practicing with me today, for taking the time to bring love to our bodies, to our minds. Namaste.